Hey, business owners, what if you could cut all of your business expenses in half? It would be amazing, right? Well, you could start by switching to Spectrum Business. With Spectrum Business, you get the best internet and phone service for half of what you're paying now. Call 855-212-1788 to get faster internet, proven reliability, and the most value. Only with Spectrum Business. Call 855-212-1788 today to switch to Spectrum Business.
How's your mental health? I'm listening with Solomon Thomas.
The whole situation just hit me really hard. I wasn't really enjoying life anymore. Didn't have that kind of purpose in life anymore. And so when I kind of got to that state in my life, I really realized I needed help, that I really needed to go see a therapist or talk to someone or get professional advice. And after I did that, really kind of changed my life and really helped me figure out how to deal with my depression, how to deal with this grief process, and then how to go along my life.
Explore more at imlistening.org.
Haven't had a chance to scroll through your Twitter or Facebook in the past 10 minutes? Or are you currently too busy in a YouTube binge staring at animals playing tricks on their owners' kids? Don't stop what you're doing. We got you covered with the latest trends on Out to Lunch with Pete Hoffman.
All right, well, apparently we need a special guest in our version of Out to Lunch today. It's not just Pete Hoffman. He's requested that Chris Lopresti come in and join this conversation. Hi, CeeLo.
Hi, how we doing today?
We're doing great.
Awesome.
We're not sure why you're here.
So I'm not fully sure. Pete's going to tell us.
I brought CeeLo in because, Maggie, you're always asking.
Yeah.
This morning on the morning show, they brought up some stuff from the weekend with Kim Jones. She had a caller. It was a little crazy, a little outrageous. I'll give you a little taste. It was, I'm not even sure the caller's name.
I think it was Kathleen.
Was it Kathleen?
Or Kathy?
Yeah.
Kathy,
Yeah.
about her bunny that unfortunately passed away, and it was just a bad situation and the awkwardness of some things that can happen on air.
Bunnies don't live very long?
No, I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a room and seen my bunny lying on its side dead.
Oh, my God.
I didn't realize that.
Morbid.
Yeah.
But I don't
Sometimes
think
they get
that's
us
true.
Well, for Kathy, yes. She's had like
Kathy,
9
that's
dead
true.
bunnies she's found.
Yeah, maybe we should do a little investigation into that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the bunnies, it's Kathy.
Very
Yeah,
suspicious.
maybe. Yeah.
You hit it on the nose, Hoff.
So I brought in CeeLo because Maggie's always asking the mastermind behind
Yes.
a lot of this audio, where we find it from.
Who keeps it? I
Well,
want to know who's cutting it
there-
and keeping it.
There's been a few people, but CeeLo happens to know a lot more about this than I do.
The secret files.
I would say this. Long ago, when we were in Astoria, there was a special folder where this would tuck to sort of the generic place where you would drop things in. 24-hour radio station, things pop up from time to time, different people working. So it was sort of a community, a place for everyone to come to and
Yes.
enjoy.
A community blooper
Yes.
file
And then
for everyone to laugh at.
I would say the captain of that for a long time was Greg Giannotti. When he was still working as producer for Joe and Evan on the weekends, so on and so forth. When he left and went to Pittsburgh to pursue his on-air hosting career, I won't say that
He
I
bequeathed it to you.
Maybe not
Well, Lou
directly.
Zambrana did a lot of it, too.
But he also did a lot of
Montages.
yeah, and sort of messing with the audio clips to make them sound more than they were.
Sometimes.
Yeah, a lot
They
of times.
put them to
yes,
audio.
Yes.
Very
So there've been a
entertaining.
variety of people over years. But once I started working here, I took such an interest in it that I started to sort of build my own collection. So I would, cherry pick and choose things from people and make sure I had it in my folder so I
Right.
knew where to
Easy
access
access,
with it
yeah.
to have fun with it. So just over the years, I think I've had so
How
many.
big is this folder?
It's gotten pretty large to the point where I was looking for one when I got in that Gio referenced this morning, and it took me like a good 5-10 minutes to find it because I didn't have it labeled properly. That's the other
Gotta
key.
label.
You've got to label it properly.
There you go.
So
Need
that
a
if you're
system.
going back to look for it or someone else wants to find it, that's the key. People know now over the years, say, hey, where do you have that saved?
Gotcha.
Because they can go and find it in my own folder. Because we've spent so much time over the years out in the newsroom, just, you get a few minutes and you play some old clips and you laugh
Yeah,
top
you
of your
laugh.
lungs.
Oh, they're
and
amazing.
People love it.
Okay, so we know Moose has got the,
Well,
they
the
played it this
Nadine in the
morning.
Bronx call.
Yeah, that's an all-time.
And Chris
That's all.
felt very insulted, I have
Where
to
would
say
you put that?
No,
top?
I didn't feel
Why
insulted.
Why do you feel insulted?
I know, not insulted. I
Well,
said,
very
I
insulted,
said
I heard.
the word I used in caps was devastated that I was not here to have it, see it
Yes.
take place
Right,
live.
because you've been like the babysitter of this clip for
Oh,
a
he's
really
been-
long
well, he's
time.
been
and
pushing for it.
Gio and I have
CeeLo's been
multiple
pushing for it.
times
Well,
tried
I'm
to
kinda-
get that played on the air.
I'm upset because I'm like, listen, if we're playing Moose's greatest hits, why aren't we playing it on the Moose and Maggie show? Why are we giving it to the morning show?
Well, because I mean, it happened 10 years ago.
It was 10 years ago. It was on an overnight.
Right, and Gio and
It
I
doesn't make it any less funny.
Gio and I have celebrated that clip for so many years now off the air and had so many laughs about it and brought so many other people in. You got to share it and bring everybody in on it so everyone can
I don't think there's a
revel in the
clip
fun.
downloaded to more people's phones that have worked here at WFAN than that clip of me and Nadine at 2:45 in the morning 10 years ago.
Here's the clip that we're referencing to if you didn't hear it on the morning show today.
Nadine, what was your mother's name?
Marilyn.
I'm so we're thoughts and prayers go out to you, Nadine. All right.
Yeah, they're gonna be cremated. But my father was cremated 2 years ago. My mother's being cremated today, and they're gonna be throwing the ashes out into the ocean.
Well, hang in there.
What? What's the matter?
No, Russell just said something in my phone. I said, hang in there. Hang in there, Nadine.
Yeah. But they'll be together in the water.
Here it is.
It's so terrible. You know?
Oh, my God. The dead eye.
Hello?
Hello. I just couldn't stop laughing.
Nadine, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Nothing. Russell just said something in my ear that is totally out of line. So he just was cracking a joke on the Red Sox. So I apologize. Yeah.
All
right, Nadine, hang in there.
That was one.
Thank you.
All right, be well.
Well, if we find out today, I've never do this before.
2:41 in the a.m. Russell, I'm going to kill you. I really am. I'm going to absolutely kill you.
Throw Russell under the bus who did nothing.
Russell did nothing. We found that out today.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh, you did know that. I thought that had never been revealed before.
No, that was clear as day.
That was clear.
I mean, I'm
Just
sure
the
they
back
were
of the
both
bus.
laughing along, but there's no way there was
no
a
way,
Washington football team joke in Moose's headsets in the middle of Nadine talking about how her mom died and they're going to cremate her. You know?
I couldn't stop laughing. Nadine, God bless her. I was saying cremated.
We feel terrible
that they're
going to
be together in the ocean.
Yeah,
I was like, I just, if you're working the overnight, you
you're
start to get
delirious
punchy.
to begin with. Yeah,
I just couldn't stop laughing. But I knew that it'd taken on a level, and this is God's honest truth. So Don and I are at CeeLo's wedding, right? So, and beautiful spot. It was at
the Pleasantdale Chateau.
Oh my
in West
God!
Orange,
It was
New Jersey.
just a beautiful spot, right? So we're there and we're enjoying the night and whatever, open bar cocktail hour. And I see, Ernie Acosta and, BSing with him a little bit and Donna and having a good time having drinks. And Ernie's like, Donna, you got to hear this.
Oh, gosh.
Basically goes to his phone and starts to play it. That Nadine call must have been played about 12 times at the wedding. Like, we're doing shots. Donna's crying. Donna has Ernie email it to her.
No wonder you guys were in such a good mood at the
phone.
wedding.
I've heard it over and over again at the house. Like, I've heard that call time and time again. Like, Donna was literally crying when she
played
listened
it for
to
your boys yet?
Oh, my. No, not for the boys yet. No.
That day will come.
It's actually, instead of a first dance, CeeLo and his wife just played the call.
I was like, Ernie, he's like, she has to hear it. It's just amazing.
It's an all-timer.
It is.
It really is. He's actually responsible for two of them. There's another one that we couldn't even play on the air. Hopefully someday digitally we'll be able to bring that to the masses.
Sheesh.
Oh, yeah.
WFN After Dark.
Which one was that one?
Where you had one guy come on and curse, and you dumped him and went right to the next call, and the next guy cursed, and you just didn't know where else to go.
Was it
nowhere else to go. No.
Oh, man.
There's nowhere else to go. That's
so
right.
good. So good. We love when things get awkward on the air. That's what we live for.
That's right.
So now, CeeLo, we need to find a depth of Maggie. We need to find some bloopers
I gotta be
on
back
Maggie.
there.
See, now I'll pay you this compliment. I'm not saying there aren't ones that exist, but nothing that's come back to my table. I've got nothing in my folder.
That is a load of crap.
Maggie Gray outtakes. So I guess I'll have to start keeping a closer ear for that.
I'm sure they exist because I do know.
You can read
I
do
know
they
because
just haven't been brought to my attention.
CeeLo hasn't gotten the text or the email.
It doesn't exist in my subfolder here on the WFAN
because I'm dying
server.
to know what people are making fun of me about behind my back. Because it just happens here.
I have screw-ups of myself in there where I've made an ass out of myself.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
I want to hear your screw-ups.
Oh,
I want to
God.
hear mine.
Yeah.
Because they're amazing.
I've got one where I couldn't play it on the air of myself, where a little hot mic situation that.
Look at you, Brody Van Wagen and LaPresti.
It was after midnight, so I think I was in the clear.
Is that how the FCC works, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Very cool.
I think so. I never heard about it, so that was a good thing. Never heard about it from management, and there was no fine, so I think I'm in the clear. And the statute of limitations has expired because that's about 10 years ago now, too. Yeah.
Is there anything else we can play? Got anything
No.
else?
I think that's
You got
it
any more
for it.
Moose hot takes? Hot clips?
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe
Okay.
tomorrow.
I'll
Yeah.
find some more for tomorrow.
Yeah.
CeeLo, thank you, brother.
Oh, good to be here.
You got it. Pete, we'll get to your review of Pig in the 1 o'clock hour, right? Because we're flat out of time.
Pins and needles for this
That's
one.
it. I know. I've heard good things. Won't ruin it, but heard good things. Really did. Amazingly enough, Nick Cage back.
Pig's a good movie. True story?
We've hit one. We'll come back. Do a little reset. Talk a little Mets. Talk a little Yankees. Get back to your calls. Pick of the day coming your way in the 1 o'clock hour as well. It's Moose and Maggie with you, the Fan in New York.
It's Moose and Maggie on the Fan. Sports Radio 1019 FM and Sports Radio 66, WFAN and WFAN FM, New York.
All right, let's go get it. 101 here on this Monday afternoon. Moose and Maggie with you. 877-337-6666. Your number to call, your number to text. Rolling right up until 2. Craig and Evan do come your way then on this lovely summer afternoon. And Maggie, the Yankees and the Mets. We'll get it going. A little Yankees here, kicking off the 1 o'clock hour. Off day today, begin a series with the Phillies tomorrow. And you know what? Wins are wins. However way they come. No Judge, playing a little small ball on Sunday, outscoring the Red Sox 12-2 in the last 2 games. Garrett Cole in a rain-shortened game on Saturday was brilliant. The 11 strikeouts and 6 innings of work. Jamison Tyone gave you a workable start last night against the Boston Red Sox. He was good enough. And, the Yankees bats, they showed you power, hit 3 home runs. Lamar, Gleyber Torres, all going deep in the game, and then playing a little small ball as well. A little hit and run from Aaron Boone and company. You like to see that. There's limitations when you look at where this team is. You saw Britton return to this team after the All-Star break too. Chapman, there's still a concern there. Hey, you'll take it, right? So, the other way we're talking about burying this team, they take 2 or 3 from the Boston Red Sox. I don't know how long that this can continue with the guys that they're putting out there. But according to Buster Olney last night on ESPN, Brian Cashman and company are scouring Major League Baseball, trying to find an outfielder to plug into this team with Aaron Judge being out on that 10-day IL COVID list and the other limitations they have there as well. It's going to be on Gleyber and Stanton and Sanchez and company and DJ LeMahieu to get their bats going. Last night, it was everybody. I know Gleyber hit the home run, but it was really the bottom part of the batting order is one of the big reasons why the Yankees put up 9 runs last night and win that game going away.
Yeah, bottom of the order was like 6 for 13. Here's the thing. That was a fun game to watch for the Yankees because it was unexpected in the way that they were, the way they were scoring runs and sort of what we're used to with the Yankees was just like swing for the fences, kind of like, all or nothing. And this was, hey, move the runner, steal bases, lay down a bunt, sacrifice fly. And then also you do have, home runs to add into it. But to think like everything is fine because we saw, the call-ups and the fill-ins have one good game, really, like that would just be crazy. Of course, Brian Cashman is scouring the phones. Of course, he's going to try to add to this team, I think, because I don't think just like minimally adding or marginally adding, like the Tim LeCastro, who unfortunately tore his ACL. Geez, the bad luck the Yankees have had injury-wise is just it's crazy. But, like, that's just not going to be enough, I don't think. Like, it's a good sign that Gleyber, I think, hit 2 home runs, get his confidence going a little bit. Gary with a home run. Stanton didn't really have a good series. DJ LeMahieu, the numbers are there, but it just doesn't feel like this entire season he's had, like, the impact that he was having the last 2 years. At least it's just not obvious like it has been in the past. But, like, they have to do something here. Too much bad has happened, even just to get like the news. First of all the COVID stuff that they're dealing with, but you expect that you're going to get those guys back. And hopefully the vaccinated guys you're going to get back really soon because you just need 2 negative tests in a row to get them back. The idea, though, that Darren O'Day just lost for the season. LeCastro, as I said, tore the ACL. Now Luke Voit has to go back on the IL, which is just a bummer. You just have never been able to like get right here. And I just think that the Yankees, they're 3.5 back from the second wild card spot now. If they're just going to like tread water, they actually need like a rescue boat to come. And I think that's, by the way, of a really big move here. Good that, Gary was able to catch Garrett Cole in the rain. You get a little makeup from the game against the Angels where they brought everyone back out after a 2-hour rain delay and the Yankees end up blowing that big lead. They get one here. where they're able to walk off after 6 innings, not literally a walk-off, but get to leave the field after 6 innings with a W. It's great. Garrett Cole can pitch the entire game, saves the bullpen and all that stuff. They catch a break there. But I, by no means, just because they won this series or even won the last 3 and have won 7 of 10, I don't think that everything's fine in Yankee world.
No, I don't think everything's fine, but you'll take the wins. So we'll see what Cashman's able to do.
Hey, business owners, what if you could cut all of your business expenses in half? It would be amazing, right? Well, you could start by switching to Spectrum Business. With Spectrum Business, you get the best internet and phone service for half of what you're paying now. Call 855-212-1788 to get faster internet, proven reliability, and the most value. Only with Spectrum Business. Call 855-212-1788 today to switch to Spectrum Business.
The ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz are some of the most iconic objects in Hollywood history. And in the summer of 2005, a pair was stolen from the Judy Garland Museum in the small town of Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
All she said was, "They're gone, they're gone."
Welcome to No Place Like Home, a documentary podcast series that investigates the mysterious heist of the ruby slippers. Please listen and follow No Place Like Home, a presentation of C13 Originals, a Cadence 13 studio, available now on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts.